Hi, friends. It's Deb of Peaceful Wellness, and welcome to March. This month on the Peaceful Path, we are exploring the theme unity. And that's part of our Peaceful, Peaceful, and that's why we're doing unity. So, unity can sound abstract, big, almost philosophical, right? But we're not approaching it as an idea, we're exploring it as an experience. Because before unity exists in the world, it must be felt within. And that's where we begin. So, what is unity? So, unity is not sameness, it is not agreement, it's not forcing harmony. Unity is the recognition that we are not separate from ourselves, from one another, from this moment. But many of us live feeling internally divided. Part of us wants to move forward. Part of us wants to hide. Part of us feels steady. Part of us feels uncertain, right? And there could be tension inside. So, week one is about something simple and foundational: unity within. And just like many things we discuss, before we talk about connection with others, we practice coherence inside. So, unity within means, well, breath and body in conversation, awareness and sensation not at odds, kindness towards all parts of ourselves. So when life feels unpredictable, our nervous system may brace. And when we do this, when we brace, it creates internal fragmentation. And what does that look like? And I experience this too, my friends. So what happens is we tighten, we split, we try to override what we feel, right? But unity within asks something gentler. Can we allow everything to belong? Think about that. Can steadiness arise not from control, but from inclusion? So this month also carries the tone of steadiness, not because uncertainty disappears, but because steadiness grows from grounded awareness. Unity within supports steadiness. And when our body, breath, and awareness align, well, friends, we respond instead of react. We soften instead of harden. And we stay instead of scatter. And that inner steadiness becomes the foundation for everything else. So this week's invitation for you, and you can join me in these meditations every day at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Our week one practices will focus on grounding into the body, returning to the breath, allowing inner experience without judgment, and strengthening gentle coherence. Nothing dramatic, nothing forceful, just the quiet work of coming back together again and again. And friends, it does work. If you work it, it takes consistency. That's the one thing I will say about meditation and mindfulness is that you have to be consistent in your practice. I know I have found that for myself. And early on in my meditation days, of course, it's been 46 years for me. Those early days those days weren't as consistent. But over time, it didn't take me too long to realize, oh, this works. And it works because you work it. You probably have heard that saying before. And so be consistent in your practice. Join me if you can live. If not, join the replays. Those are just as helpful. Setting that time for yourself because you're taking care of yourself. So remember that unity does not begin out there. It begins here, in the breath, in the body, in the willingness to remain present. Willingness is the key word there. Are you willing? So this week we practice gathering ourselves softly. And from that gathering, something steady begins to grow. So I encourage you to join our school community at peacefulwellnessgroup.com. That will take you right there. And join in the conversation. Join some of the free meditations to start off. It's a free community. And then maybe later on, you'd like to join us in even more. Maybe in my daily classes. Maybe my evening yoga nidra. Whatever helps you to become united with yourself. And friends, thank you so much for joining with me. And as always, I wish you peace.